Glad to meet you, buddy.
Great meeting
Man,
you.
I've been following you for so long.
Thank you. I guess that gray gives it away. It's been a few years, but I love it, man. I really do.
I got the gray going on too. Believe it or not, I'm 51 years old.
Oh, you really?
Yep.
Holy cow, you look younger than me. That hurts my feelings.
Well, I'll show you.
Okay, you got me there. Yeah, I got you something here.
I got more gray hairs than you do. So that's why my buddies go like, "Hey, Nita, I love your 10-gallon hat." I said, "No, it's just a 6.5 gallon."
I love it. I love it.
So tell me about I hunted with the traditional bow too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And then I hurt my shoulder back in 2005, so I went back to using a compound. But my first love is shooting a traditional bow.
It's all bow hunting, though.
Oh yeah,
That's what it
all
boils
bow.
down to.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing I share in common with you is that I do a lot of long range, extreme long range shooting. I shoot 1,000 yards and beyond.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, I've got some long range. I do a lot of precision reloading too.
Oh, okay, great.
And I've got several AR-15s.
I love my AR.
Oh yeah, yep. I've got I did a thing on about a couple years ago on AR15.com. You ever heard of that site?
Yes, sir.
And I posted a thread. I said, "Hey y'all, I shot a groundhog at 637 yards with my AR-15." Guys are calling me out. They're like, "No, you didn't, bro. You didn't do that, you know." And I let it run for like a couple days, and then on the third day, I hot linked my video.
Oh, there you go.
And I had video evidence.
There you go.
The guys are like, "Whoa, bro, that's cool, man. You're good." I just said, "Yep."
ARs are unreal now. I mean, it used to be AR was considered just a military weapon, you know what I mean? And they really weren't put together with great tolerances, for shooting super accurately.
Right.
Now, ARs are competing and a lot of times beating bulge rifles in the accuracy department.
Absolutely.
So it's really a brand new rifle.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My caliber is you ever heard of a 6 PDK?
Nope, I can't say I have.
You ever heard of a 6.8 SPC?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The military round that Remington
Yep,
developed?
I know the 6.8.
Neck down to 6 millimeter. And I'm pushing a 87 grain VMAX at around 2,900.
Nice. So you shoot the Hornady VMAX bullet out of it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
You ever use Shooter app? You ever use any of these smart apps?
No, you know what? I use the Nikon one. I've used the Nikon,
Oh yeah.
Drop chart.
Right. Just a drop chart?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to check this out. What you do is you enter your cartridge, okay? And so I've got my 9-grain Burger, Barnes, and Hornady, and then you enter all the parameters. Oh, no, we don't want to delete that. That'd be a bad. Oh, I can re-enter it. So you enter all your parameters, your bullet diameter, weight, bullet length, muzzle velocity, temperature at your sight in. Okay.
Right.
It's critical you do it at the sight in. That day when you sight it in, altitude, relative humidity, barometric pressure, the whole 9 yards. And then, let's say a month from now, let's say you're hunting. Let's say if I come out and hunt with you in Colorado, what's your elevation?
Yeah, I live at 7,000 feet.
7,000 feet. As you know, as you raise an elevation, your bullet drop is less. Also, your angle that you're shooting. What this does, it uplinks to a GPS weather satellite, and then it downlinks all your atmospheric data. And then,
no kidding. See, that's pretty slick.
Seriously,
like I said, I've used the Nikon drop chart, but most of the stuff that I'm doing is hunting. I mean, I shoot out to about 600 yards is about the max. I've got a 600-yard range right in front of the house, so I shoot that a lot. But when you're really stretching out, it's amazing how much humidity, temperature, all those other things come into play.
As much as a minute of angle.
Long range shot.
As much as a minute.
Exactly.
So like here, I'll show you for that 637-yard shot. Okay.
This is on the groundhog?
It's on the groundhog. If you look back at my video, at 15.6 minutes of correction, which at 100 yards, because it's sighted in at 100 yards. I think I had about a 9 to 10 mile an hour crosswind.
Okay, so you had to hold wind too.
Yeah, I held wind.
You had to dope the wind.
So that's 15.6 inches high at 100 to hit at 637. That bullet at 100 yards is 15 inches high.
Yep.
All right, and the wind was about 5.7 minutes. Now see, that number, you have to multiply that by 637.
Are you using an adjustable turret, or are you just holding your minutes of angle on the
No,
scope?
I got that
the adjustable
in.
turret's the way to go.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's hard to judge.
Oh yeah, at that range.
At that range,
Oh,
you know. But I'll tell you the truth. When you watch that video, I missed him on the first shot to the left about 2 minutes. And it's funny you asked me, do I hold off? I did on the second shot because I had no time to correct.
To adjust.
He was already running to his hole.
So he was almost gone.
Well, so I used the
minutes on the scope,
scope, held off, boom, second shot.
Got it.
Nailed him.
That's awesome.
And then when I panned out in the video, people are like, you panned out 637 yards.
That's awesome.
But I want you to watch that video.
I'd love to see it.
You got to check it out. Check it out. So anyways, that's rifle talks. Let's talk a little bit about bows. I did a bunch of videos called Hunter's Art. Okay. I did a couple videos on gun rights, and then do you remember the African auction for the Black Rhino?
Yes, I sure do. That wasn't too long ago. Yep.
Right, just second week, just right after EK,
right.
Second week in January. And that inspired me to do a video on hunters are conservationists. And all I did is I read verbatim my Facebook profile.
Nice.
And I actually wrote that when I first joined Facebook back in 2007. I wrote it from the top of my head because I've always been a student. You all know Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh yes.
And all his efforts. So I did that piece.
Well, most hunters are conservationists. I really
absolutely.
believe, most of your hunters are knowledgeable about the game.
Right.
And not only the game, but also everything. I mean, most of your hunters can name every bird they see. You know what I mean? And that's a great thing about hunters. I mean, most of them are true conservationists.
Right. Trees, everything about Mother Nature.
Yep.
So then Jim Zumbo, and it's funny because I asked people, we're all about close in age, right? You're a little bit younger.
I'm 46. 47.
I knew you were a little bit
just
younger.
Turned 47. Yep, just turned 47.
Well, I grew up in Ohio, all right, 70s. I was 8 years old in 1970. Back then, we didn't have the internet.
Right.
I had Outdoor Life, I had
Field and
Sports
Stream.
Field,
Yeah.
Field and Stream.
Yeah.
Walden Bookstore. Every year for Christmas, I wanted the Archer's Bible,
Yeah.
right there, and the library. That was our 4 or 5 sources of information.
That's true.
And so when I did the piece on hunters are conservationists, after the next day, Jim Zumbo, you all know Jim Zumbo.
Yeah.
I've asked some of these young guys, they're like, Jim who?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like
all
Elmer
right.
Keith.
That's
amazing. Jack O'Connor.
Right.
There's so many of these.
Right.
Even Fred Baird to a degree. Some of the younger bow hunters coming up. It's sad that a lot of them, Chuck Adams, a lot of them don't know a lot of the archery history. Right. Ben Pearson, Howard Hill, you know what I mean? All the people that were involved in archery.
Right.
Some of that history is getting lost.
Right. And that's why I'm here too, is to teach our younger generation, and educate them, in a good way.
Right.
So I did that piece. Jim messaged me, said, "Hey Nita, that was a great video. You ought to do one on why we are hunters." So the next morning, I did a piece called "Hunters Are Hunters," and I was just, back in January, and we'll talk a little bit off camera about what I've been doing. This has just been happening the last 2 months. Somebody's trying to break into that truck again because they did that yesterday, and I was shooting a bow. So I did a piece, Hunters Are Hunters, and back then, 2 months ago, even before I started doing this last year, I didn't care about really my audience. I'm just posting videos because I like to chronicle what I do. I like to shoot, and I like to take videos. I really didn't care about the time constraint.
Right.
I just shoot videos and post them. What the heck, So on that video, I was in that same mind frame. I'm sitting there doing a chat, and I'm just spewing stuff come out of my brain.
Whatever came to your head.
Right. So after about 7-minute mark, I was like, I better get focused. So I picked out 3 things. I said, hunters are, why do we hunt? Well, we hunt because we eat. All right. We hunt because we love the great outdoors, and we hunt because it's a tradition. So I did that, and then people started, they started
commenting or making posts about that.
Right. So the next day, because I've got a lot of gal friends on Facebook, and if you watch those series of videos, I did them because what is this year? It's 2014. What's coming up in November?
Oh,
the midterm elections. Right. So that was
thank gosh.
Oh, thank gosh. Right. So that was the focus of all those videos was to get people aware of how we have to protect our gun rights and protect our rights as hunters and hunters.
And vote, though. It's one thing to talk about it, but if you don't get out there and actually vote, then it doesn't help.
So then I did the piece on hunters it's hunters are hunters, and I did hunters are huntresses. Because I'm trying to, all my gal friends, I'm trying to have them recruit their non-hunting gal friends.
There you go.
Because they are our biggest allies.
Yeah, we've got a lot of growth in that part of the industry. The kids that are coming up today, you know what I mean? There's a lot of women that are great hunters. My wife's an incredible hunter.
Awesome.
Women make great shots.
Oh yeah,
great hunters.
Absolutely. So the next day, because now it's on a roll. So then it went from hunters are huntresses to hunters are our future, which is our kids.
Right.
And because I've got 2 boys. I got a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. And I talked about the 15-year-old being, he's in the video game just like the other kids are, and then the 5-year-old, And so then I just progressed, and then I got into hunters choose their weapons, because we talked a little bit earlier about weapons. And if you know the history of Ohio, as far as bows, crossbows, do you know what?
I really don't know a ton about the history, just specifically in Ohio. I know you guys not too long ago allowed crossbows in the archery season.
Well, actually, no. Let me correct you.
Okay.
We were one of the pioneering states in allowing crossbows.
Oh, okay.
Ohio and Ontario, Canada.
Okay.
And there was a huge, and I on the video I even admitted to my own elitism, because back then, the tradition of archery and bow group were really of archers, But now you see, I'm not going to turn this interview into a crossbow versus compound versus longbow versus stickbow, whatever. But the crux of that video was that we choose our weapons, but we need to stay united regardless of what we shoot.
No matter what you choose, right? I'm a Big Ten theory guy. If you do it legally and you're out there hunting, more power to you. I don't care rifle muzzleloaders. It doesn't matter to me. I just want people to really stand together, get out there and vote. Right. Because if they splinter us off in different factions,
that's it.
They're going to be easy to take down.
Right. So, is there anything else you want to? We can sit here and talk all. I got 108 minutes. Fred,
It was
I appreciate
a pleasure.
it.
Yep, pleasure.
Yeah, I definitely want you to check out my channel.
I will. I'll take a look at it.
All right. Well, this is Archer's Paradox signing off. We'll see you later.